and welcome again for this new lesson in third secondary grade, first semester, Unit 2 Writing, prepared by Tark al-Qahtani and presented by me, Faisal Ashari. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, and always, if you have any questions, raise it up. Any lesson, we have objectives. We need to understand the objectives in order to understand the whole lesson. Today we have 3 objectives. The first one, you should know the rules of writing. Number 2, you should know the importance of planning in the writing process. And finally, number 3, you will be able to write well. So, rule of writing, and importance of planning in writing, and finally, you will be able to write well. Is it clear, the objectives? So the whole lesson, inshallah, today will be writing. Okay? That's great. And let's move to the first slide we have. Now, we have a warm-up a bit exercise. Do you enjoy reading articles about travel and different places in the world? Why and why not? If you like, why? And if you don't like, why not? Do you enjoy read some articles? Why you like it? It gives me a lot of different new information about new places and cultures. So that is so great. That is full answer, and also grammatically well, because we are talking a writing lesson. It gives me a lot of different new information about new places and cultures and so on. That is absolutely right. Do you know where are the places? Do you have any idea? What about this photo? Where is it? Oh no. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, good. Now, do you want to read, or shall I read it for you? Oh, that's fine. Everyone loves to travel. Alright, now we are coming to read the article below and answer the questions. So we are going to read, and then we have some questions regarding this passage. Simien National Park, Ethiopian Simien National Park was one of the first sites to be listed in 1978. It's one of the highest mountain areas in Africa, and the WHO calls it one of the most spectacular landscapes in the world. It is also important for its wildlife. Rare animals like gilded baboon and the Simian fox live there. It's also the only place in the world where you can find the Wela ibex, a type of goat. The population of this animal is getting smaller and smaller. That's why the site is now on the list of World Heritage in danger. So the World Heritage list isn't only about ancient monuments and buildings, it's also concerned with the technology, natural beauty, wildlife, and traditional ways of life. So I have read something regarding Simien National Park. Where is it located? If you can tell me. Oh, that's fine. Now here we go with the questions. And as I told you, it has to do with the passage. That Africa, general, Ethiopia will be in Africa. That's fine. Now, the writer has used language that makes the article vivid and interesting for the reader. Find descriptive language in the article that corresponds to the meaning below. Meaning matching these words have mentioned in the article You can answer on some of them, not necessarily all. We will check together. A word matches is matching to these words. Alright, never mind. Okay, read it well. Wild animals, legacy, amazing, customary, and views. Alright? There we go. Shall we back to the... Alright, that's fine. Just say it, and we will check together. Never mind, Aya, unless you get the skill. Alright. Wildlife. No. The question is, can you find any words in the passage matching the words listed here? Animal, wild animals, legacy, amazing. So can you match it with the mentioned words in the passage? Alright, good. That is amazing. We will check together. Views will be signed. Okay. Now we will see together, and the idea might be a bit clear. Wildlife, spectacular. Landscapes. Number 3 is wildlife. 4, customary heritage, and views, traditional. Alright? Good. Now we will go deep a bit, and now we will go to the questions. Aya, what does WHL calls Simon National Park? Well, never mind. What does, well, that's fine. What does WHL stand for? If you remember anything. Are they, I think this mentioned in the last 2 sentences, if I'm not, well, just a second. Just read the last 2 sentences. That's why the site on the list of World Heritage in danger. So the World Heritage list isn't only about ancient monuments and buildings. Alright, Aya, what do you think? Why it is, or is it important for its wildlife? Why is it important for its wildlife? What do you think? Why? You're right. Have you heard about ecosystem? Ecosystem. Yeah, this ecosystem is the balance in our planet, right? The balance, if some animals die, the planet in one way or another will affect. Oh, that's fine. Number 4, why is the site now on the list of the World Heritage in danger? What an excellent answer. Right, absolutely right. Okay, good, well done. Now let's move to another exercise, and we will check the answer. Indeed, the WHL calls it one of the most, called the Simon National Park, one of the most spectacular landscape in the world. What stands for? Stand for the World Heritage List. As you said, rare animals like the baboon and the simian fox live there, and finally because of the population, as you said, exactly, getting smaller and smaller. Well done, Aya. And let's move to filling the space. Are you ready? Complete the sentences using the phrases in the books. Notice that there is 2 more choice. Okay? Number 1, visit Riyadh, a modern capital city of Saudi Arabia. What do you think will be the right phrase to put in number 1? make a time. We will see. I'll write it down. Just tell me number 2. What about number 2? Number 2, I is typing. One of the major. Alright, what about number 3? Number 3. Sorry if I confused you with the... Okay, carried it well. Throw the golden sand into Mama's sandals. Number, take a walk. That's fine. And number 4, for those who enjoy nature. That's fine. Can we check Aya? I think this time you are challenging. You are sure for the... Alright. Never mind. Closing as usual the eyes for a bit, and we will check later on. Okay? Now, the outline, usually, when we write an essay, we start with the main things. So imagine the essay is a body. We have introduction, which is the top, and the main body in the middle, and finally the conclusion. Okay? When you writing an essay, follow the outline. Introduce the subject of essay. Main part, choose the main aspects of the issue, and group related ideas in one paragraph and support them with the justification or examples, and finally summarize your points. State your overall ideas of issue. Now, if I want to ask you for something, if I want to talk about, let's say, student life, what can I say about the introduction? What can I say about the main part? What can I say about the conclusion? Just tell me hints. Don't say full sentence. Student life. Alright, a student's life has or have to be very organized, well done. This is generally introduction. What are you going to talk in the main part? Well, that's fine. Absolutely right. And conclusion. What can you say? You can state your overall ideas. Okay? Or even summarize the point. Well done, Aya. That sounds great. You're right. Everything is organized. Now, I'm just adding a bit of some tips. When you start writing article, you want to catch the reader's attention and interest them. Use a catchy title. Usually the newspaper using a catchy title, isn't it? Right. Think about the purpose of the article and who will read it in order to write an appropriate style. Formal or even sometimes informal. This is when you want to write or use a catchy title. You want to attract the readers, right? You need to understand who are going to read for you and choose the best. You're right. You're right. That's why we are we should know who are going to read, right? Or who is going to read. Number 2, organize the article in paragraphs which expand on, describe, or give examples of the topic. Use a lovely, colorful language, variety of words, phrases, expressions. Don't repeat the same word. Right? Direct and indirect questions. and finally comment on the topic or give your opinion. This usually happens in the end if you want to say your opinion, or even comment on the sometimes the news, right? Good. This is our only tips when you write. Just keep in mind. Any question, Aya? Any questions? Oh, that's fine. Here we go with the exercise. I need your help. Now, mashallah, you're typing so fast. Take your time and write one sentence about a place you will never forget. You told me that you travel a lot, so please write one sentence about a place you will never forget.